Good morning, students. We are back with our new topic of bacterial growth. In our today's lecture, we will discuss about the division of the bacteria or mode of division of bacteria, and then we will go for the common mechanisms which are involved in the bacterial multiplication, and how we can and what is actually phases involved in the bacterial growth, and what is generation time as well. And then we will discuss about the growth curve, which is actually a very important topic. And then we will discuss at the end we will discuss about the how we can uh, measure the growth of bacteria. Yes, it is possible to measure the growth of bacteria, but how it is possible we will discuss in our next slides. So their bacteria commonly divides with the binary fission. So there is no sexual reproduction is involved in the bacterial division. There is a division is binary fission, in which binary fission bacteria multiply into two. Okay, so this binary fission phenomena is a common in the division of bacteria, and a few alternative means of binary fissions are also budding. Budding is actually a formation of a small outgrowth from the basic or a unicellular cell. So this is actually a budding mechanism. Budding can is commonly seen in the yeast. Okay, so conidious spore formation in filamentous bacteria. There is another mode of division is the present, which is actually a formation of conidious spores. So spores are formed in which bacteria grows. And then is fragmentation. Fragment is actually a breakdown of small portion from some bacteria, from a single bacteria, and then grow growth of a small portion, or isolated portion into a complete fragment or complete bacteria. This is actually a this is actually a fragmentation. So the basic mechanism which is involved in the bacterial division is actually binary fission. Okay, here is a diagrammatic representation of the growth of bacteria. In first cell you can observe a single bacteria. When a single bacteria decided to multiply, then there are two things happen. First of all, copy of DNA forms. When copy forms, then bacterial wall undergo division. Okay, undergo, we can say, septa formation. So do we after the uh, septa formation of the cell wall, multiplied DNA moves at the both ends and complete septa forms. This is actually a binary fission process. Then at the end you can observe two cells from a single cell. Okay, this is actually a whole mechanism. Okay, in which in pink and the blue color circles are showing the DNA, and brown color structure actually showing the cell wall structure which undergoes septa formation. Okay, so this is actually a basic mechanism of binary fission. In the division of the bacteria, or to study the growth of bacteria, and important term is generation time. Generation time is very important term. How generation time is important? Because every bacteria, most of bacteria have different generation time. Okay, what is generation time? So time required for cell to divide, or for population to double. We are discussing about the division of bacteria into two few minutes ago. It means I am saying that bacteria become double. So doubling time of bacteria is actually a generation time. Means a time in which bacteria become double from a single cell is actually a generation time. Okay, I think I have explained it enough. So doubling time or generation time is actually a time required for a cell to divide, or for population to double. Okay, means for example, E. coli have a generation time 20 minutes. In uh, It means bacteria E. coli, Escherichia coli become double after every 20 minutes. Okay, so when bacteria is supposed there is a one Escherichia coli is present in any nutrient, so after 20 minutes you can observe 2 E. coli, and after 40 minutes you will observe 4 E. coli, and after 60 minutes you will be able to observe 16 E. coli, because every cell of Escherichia coli getting multiply. So when every bacterial cell or Escherichia coli multiply with after each 20 minutes, then you can say 20 generations can occur after 7 hours. Okay, so one cell becomes 1 billion cells, 1 million cells. Okay, so this is actually a growth, or this is actually a way of division of the bacteria, which is very important in the survival of bacteria, because generation time as generation E. coli is one of the quickest multiplying bacteria. Okay, so they have less generation time. So in very few, or in we can say in 7 hours, million of cells of or million of Escherichia coli we can observe. Okay, so it means bacteria it is very helpful in the survival of bacteria. In Mycobacterium tuberculosis, 18 hours mean 18 hours are doubling time or generation time for a Mycobacterium tuberculosis or TB bacteria. Okay, it means after 18 or single bacteria become double. Okay, so means Mycobacterium tuberculosis cannot grow like Escherichia coli. It means they cannot grow in millions or into million of cells after 7 hours, because the Escherichia coli have doubling time 20 minutes. On the other hand, Mycobacterium tuberculosis has 18 hours. Okay, so this is actually an important terminology with respect to the with respect to study the importance of bacteria. Okay, so here what is the multiplication pattern of the bacteria? First of all, one bacteria multiply into two, so after these two bacteria then multiply into four, and this is actually exponential. You can observe the generations, and after 5 generation you can observe 2 raised to the power 5 bacterial growth. So you can easily observe the growth pattern, and you can easily you are now easily understand the importance of a specific pattern of growth of bacteria. So another portion is actually phases of growth. Bacteria can grow in 4 phases: lag phase, log phase, stationary phase, and death or decline phase. These phases form growth curve. So what is growth curve? Here you can growth curve. So what is growth curve? Curve is actually a specific curve which actually can be draw with the growth of bacteria. It means how we can grow, or how bacteria grow. It grow in a curve like fashion. First of all, in lag phase there is a no multiplication of bacteria occur. Preparation of enzymes occur. Okay, so preparation or formation of enzyme occur inside the bacteria for so it we can say it's actually a lag phase, actually a preparatory phase, in which there is a very minimum or no division of bacterial cell occurs. Bacteria prepare itself for the division, and in log phase exponential growth of bacteria occurs. Okay, यानी कि bacteria multiplies in maximum with the maximum ability. Okay, so in the lag or in the expo, that's why we named log phase as exponential growth phase. Okay, so this is actually a very important phase. Then after exponential growth, nutrient supply become insufficient. So then there is a phase in which dead bacteria and dead bacteria and dead bacteria and the new growing bacteria become equal, means where number of bacteria, dead bacteria and survived bacteria become equal. This is actually a stationary phase. In stationary phase, bacteria grow, but death is also occurs. So death rate and growing rate become equal in this stationary phase. Then there is a decline phase. In decline phase, death rate of bacteria become high as compared to growth rate. So more bacteria moves toward the death and less bacteria survive. So if you provide the nutrient in the stationary phase, so we can observe the more growth, okay, and so this is actually a growth curve, which also depends on the phases of the bacterial growth. So what are phases of growth? So, first of all is the lag phase. In lag phase, making new enzymes in response to new medium. So in which in we if we allow to grow bacteria in an artificial medium, then bacteria prepare. First of all, bacteria prepare itself to grow in artificial medium. Okay, so they prepare many enzymes, they prepare many secretion to survive and to multiply. Okay, so another condition is after making many enzymes, bacteria moves into the exponential growth phase, in which bacteria multiply very rapidly, and there are many byproducts we can obtain in this phase, because if bacteria multiply, then they produce many byproducts. So we can uh, in industrial uh, microbiology, or in industrial use of microorganism, we observe many products during the log phase, because this is actually a rapid growing phase, and in rapid growing phase many rapid byproducts form. Okay, so in industry we kept bacteria in log phase for a long time with the continuous supply of nutrients. So if nutrients supply become continuous, then bacteria remain in log phase for a long period of time. Okay, and we will get more product. Okay, most sensitive to drugs and radiations during this period. Okay, so bacteria is more sensitive to drugs and radiation during this period. Okay, so in stationary phase, nutrient becoming limiting or waste product become toxic. Now another phase is third phase is stationary phase, in which nutrient supply is diminished or impaired. So when nutrient supply impaired, then byproduct, then waste material of bacteria accumulates in the media or in a space where bacteria grows, and these waste products have a toxic effect on bacteria. And on the other hand, bacteria is facing minimum supply of nutrient. So both due to both reason, bacteria moves toward the limited growth, and due to toxicity it can move toward the death. So death rate become equal to division rate or growth rate of or multiplication rate in stationary phase. And in death phase, due to increased toxicity, decreased amount of nutrients, bacteria face death, and death rate become more in this phase. Another important thing is the measurement of growth. We can measure the growth of bacteria uh, in numbers. So what is the direct method? Count individual cells. If we count the individual cells, then we can count, then we can give the number of bacteria. We can count direct cells on the Newbar chamber. So there are few instruments or few techniques are there. Then there is another indirect method in which we measure the effect of bacteria growth, and we predict the number of bacteria. Okay, so for example, in the when we in many in during the preparation of many products in the industry, we assume the or we predict the bacteria measurement of bacteria with the product. So here is a technique in which you can observe the initial in from initial 500 ml suspension of bacteria, we form different dilutions. Mean we dilute we dilute different bacteria. Sorry, we dilute the suspension, uh, uh, and then we will observe the growth after specific time interval. For example, in 60 minutes there is no growth on the culture plate, and after 120 minutes, mean after doubling of time, we will if we get single bacteria. Okay, and after 180 minutes we will get three bacteria. So from this we can observe the number of colony or colony forming units per zero point 0.1 milliliter. Okay, so if there is no bacteria, then we can say colony forming unit is less than 1. Okay, so if we observe three colonies after 180 minutes, then we will say कि colony forming unit is less than 3. Okay, so this is actually a mode of calculation, and total estimated cell population in the flows will be less than 5,000 or in initial. Okay, so if we provide more time, then it will be increase in number according to time period. This is a direct calculation of the cells or bacteria in a Newbar chamber, a specific chamber used for the calculation of bacteria or even our body cells. So this is actually a direct calculation of bacteria. This is turbidity matter. In turbidity we calculate the turbidity of the broth of the liquid media. When bacteria grow in a liquid media become turbid. So if bacteria are high in number, then turbidity will be high. If bacteria are low in broth, then turbidity will be low. So we measure the turbidity with a special type of meter. So you can observe in the meter that we can observe turbidity, and we can predict number of bacteria present in a at the end. You can easily measure the growth of bacteria with two other indirect mechanism like metabolic activity. For example, in the formation of beer, we need a specific number of bacteria with this for this time period. Then we say then we predict the metabolic activity. Okay, so then with the help of metabolic activity we predict the number of or my growth of bacteria. At the end, there is another dry weight. Okay, so if we weight the bacteria, then we can also predict the growth of bacteria. So this is actually a few things about the growth of bacteria, a very small and a very important topic. Okay, so thank you so much, and study it from the Levinson.